Okay, guys, so we can continue with the different questions. So this one is from March 2018. March 2018. So this is the question, question 3. So I'm going to do 3.1, and I hope you can see clearly. All right, okay. Okay, so that's our question. Let me just write the function that we're given on the board. Okay, so the same thing, we are given a certain function which says x cubed minus 7x squared plus 8x minus 3. So on your 3.1.1, they're saying determine the coordinate of the turning point of f at x. So we're going to do the same thing. And I said for you to determine those coordinates, you have to derive your function. And let's derive our function. This is going to be 3x squared minus 14x plus 8. And then remember, I have to find my coordinates so I can use the quadratic equation. I said the quadratic equation says x is equals to negative b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, whereby I know this is my value of what? Of a, b, and what? And c. So I have my value of b, which is minus 14, that's or minus the root of minus 14 squared minus 4. My a is 3, and then my c is 8. Okay, or divide by 2, whereby my a is what? Is 3. Okay, so let me just punch on my calculator. So I have minus 14 close bracket plus the root of minus 14 squared minus 4 and then 3 and then 8 and then 2 and then 3. Okay, so I have my first value of x, which is 4. Or remember, I said it's plus or minus, so there I can also put a negative there. So if I put a negative, I'm getting 2 over 3. So this is the value of what? Of x. So I have two values of x, which is this one and this one. And then to get my values of y, the same thing that we did on the first equation, I have to substitute on the original equation. So I'm going to substitute my 4 wherever I see x on the original equation to get my value of what? Of y. So this is going to be what? 4 cubed minus 7, 4 squared plus 8, 4 minus 3. Let me just quickly punch and see what we get. Okay, minus 7 and 4 squared plus 8 and 4 minus 3. Okay. Let me recheck if it is correct. Okay, I'm getting minus 19, which means the value of I4 and minus 19 is my first turning point. The other one, I'm going to substitute this, which is equals to 2 over 3 cubed minus 7, 2 over 3 squared plus 8, 2 over 3 minus 3. Okay, I'm just punching, then squared plus 8. Okay, let me just recheck if it is correct. Okay, so I'm getting on my phone, it's what I have 2 over 3, and then also minus 13 over 27. So I have 2 turning points, which is this one and this one, which means I'm done with the first question. And then on 3.1.2, they're saying draw up a table of of x and f at x, where x is ranging from -7, so at -2 to 7, -2 to 7. So I say for this, you're just going to draw your table. You just draw your table, which is like this. My line is straight. Yeah, I think this one is. And then I have f at x. Okay, and then my range is from -2 to 7, so it's going to be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and I say for you to get your values on the table, you just punch on your calculator, which you say table on your calculator using the Casio, and then 3, you just punch the whole equation that we have, which is x cubed minus 7 x squared plus 8x minus 3, and then equals 2. So it starts at -2, it ends at 7, and I'm going to use my step as 1. So I just put my values negative, and then this one is -55, and then -19, then -3, 1 and -1, okay, and then 2 and -7, and then 4 and -19, and then 5 and -13, and then see, I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let me check. Okay, it's here where I make a mistake. It's 3 and -15, and then 4 -19, then 5 -18, and then 6 and 9, and then 7 and 15 and 53. So okay, so this is my table. Okay. So let us see on 3. So this is 3.1.2. On 3.1.3, they're saying draw the graph. Remember I said after the table they will ask you to draw the graph. So we can just draw your graph. Let us see how can we draw our graph. Let us see how my space will be enough. So let's say this is 20, 40, 60. Okay. 60, and then 80, and then this is 20, -20, -40, -60, then -80 is just a rough sketch. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and then 7. Let us see. So my first point, so this is just a rough sketch. When you're drawing on the board, you can do the actual thing. And so I have -2, which is this, a -55, which is somewhere here. And then I have -1 and 19, which is somewhere here. And then I have 0 and -3, which is somewhere here. And then I have, when my x it's 1, which is somewhere. Okay, if this one is, let me just. Okay, and then when it's 2, it's -7, is somewhere here, and then when it is 3, negative 15, which is somewhere here, and then 4, negative 19, which is somewhere here, and then 5, 18, which is somewhere here, and then when it is 5 here, it's 9, which means it's going this side, and then when it is 6, it's okay. 9, 9, 9, where can I put 9? It's when it is 6, this one is 9, 9, just put it there. And then when it is 7, somewhere here, let me just draw my graph. So I have my graph, something like this. So this is my graph, remember it's just a sketch. And then I have my turning point, which is the first one. I say it's 4. It's 4 and negative 19. Okay. 4 and negative 19. And I also have my other turning point, which is here, which is 2 over 3. 2 over 3. Can I just write it there where you can see it's 2 over 3, and then negative 13 divided by 27. So I have my two turning points, which is this one and also this one and this one. You can just name your graph, which is okay. Don't forget, this is my x value, this is my f at x. Okay, which means you are done drawing your graph. So this is how your graph looks like when you are doing it. And then on 3.1.4, which is the last one, which is the last part, let me just do like this so I can be able to do the last part. And then they are saying on the last part, they need one of the root of the equation using the f at x is equals to on your original function, and then they're saying close to 5. And remember I said use the formula which says x2 is equals to x1 minus f at x divided by f at x prime. So now they gave you the range which is close to 5. Okay, so let us see, this is x1 minus my original equation, which is the power 3 minus 7x squared 8x minus 3 divided by the derivation. What is my derivation? Is 3x squared minus 14x plus 8. And remember, I'm given the value of what? Of 5, so it's going to be 5 minus, okay, yes, it's 5. So it's 5. Then, okay, I'm going to substitute where I see x, I put 5. Sorry, this is 5 minus 3 divided by that's 8. Okay, let me just punch on my calculator and see what do I get there. Let me just check. Okay. Let us see. So I'm getting 5. So it's 5 minus, okay, 5 cubed minus 7, then 5 squared plus 8, 5 minus 3, divide by 3, and then 5 squared. Okay, so here you will get your answer. Your answer is equals to 6. And then remember, they said your answer must be in 3 decimal places. You must find your answer in 3 decimal places. And I'm getting in whole numbers, which means I have to substitute again. So I'm going to use now, this will be my x3 is equals to x2 minus f at x divided by f at x prime. So this is equals to 6 minus, so instead of substituting 5 now I can substitute my value of 6. This is 6 minus 6 to the power 3 minus minus 7, 6, 2 plus 8, then 6 minus 3, divide by, and then I have 3, and then 6 to the power 2, minus 14, and 6 plus 8, and then I punch and get my answer. So this is very simple. This is very simple. It's not difficult. You know, mathematics, you need you to practice. In order for you to be perfect, you have to practice. So I encourage you to practice more. And then I have my final answer, which is 5, 719, which is my final answer. So basically, let's think about the application of what? Of differentiation. So this is it. You have to calculate the graph. You have to get your turning points. You draw the table, and then you draw the graph. You show the turning point, and then you also calculate the